Imagine this: what if the poorest man in town, the one everyone overlooked, became a hero in the most unexpected way? What if his single act of courage not only changed a child's fate, but also unraveled a secret so deep that even his own heart wasn't ready to carry it? Stay with me till the end, because this is not just another story, it's a journey of sacrifice, heartbreak, and a truth that will leave you speechless. And before we dive in, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like these deserve to be remembered. The story begins on an ordinary street in the city where the air always smelled of traffic and the dreams of the poor often drowned beneath the noise of the rich. Among those forgotten faces was Armin, a man who worked 12-hour shifts carrying heavy crates at a local warehouse. He wasn't educated, he didn't wear expensive clothes, but he carried something most people had forgotten: courage and kindness. Life hadn't been easy. His father had died when he was just a boy, and since then, Armin worked endlessly to support his aging mother, who was all he had left. His one comfort was knowing that no matter how cruel the world was to him, his mother's gentle prayers always followed him like a shield. One afternoon, while heading home after his shift, something happened that would change his life forever. A wealthy businessman's car had stopped outside a school, and his young daughter rushed out to greet him. But before she could reach him, chaos erupted. A masked man appeared, pulling out a gun and pointing it straight at the child. People screamed, scattering in every direction, but Armin didn't move away, he ran forward. With no thought for his own life, he threw himself between the child and the gun. The bullet struck him in the chest, and the world around him blurred into darkness. When he woke up in the hospital days later, he expected at least gratitude, maybe even help with his recovery. But reality was harsher. The child was safe, but his employers had already fired him for missing too many days of work. He was broken, penniless, and now jobless. The pain from the bullet wound was sharp, but the pain of betrayal cut deeper. Armin tried to hide his struggle from his mother, pretending everything was fine, but mothers always know. She saw the pain in his eyes, the worry he carried silently every night. She stayed by his side, whispering words of faith, yet there was something about her lately: she was quiet, as if guarding a secret too heavy to share. One evening, as Armin sat outside their small home, thinking of how he would survive another week without work, he heard the sound of multiple cars pulling up. He froze. From the black-tinted vehicle stepped out men in suits, guards, tall and intimidating. And then, from the last car, emerged his mother. Not in her simple worn-out clothes, but in an elegant dress, walking with the authority of someone who had lived a life he never knew about. Armin's heart raced as he tried to make sense of it. His mother, the woman who had struggled beside him for years, now stood surrounded by men who bowed their heads in respect. Confusion filled his voice when he asked, "Mother, what is this? Who are they?" Her eyes, teary yet strong, met his. She took his hands gently and whispered, "Armin, there's so much I never told you. For years, I kept you away from a dangerous truth because I wanted you to grow up kind, not burdened by the shadows of power and wealth. But now, after what you did for that little girl, for a stranger, I can't hide it anymore. You are not just a poor man's son. You are the rightful heir to a fortune, and to a war I've been running from all these years." The ground beneath him seemed to shake. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. His mother revealed that long ago, she had belonged to a powerful family, one with enemies and secrets. To protect him from those dangers, she had left everything behind and raised him in poverty, believing a simple life was safer than a rich one filled with threats. Armin was torn. All his life he had struggled, felt humiliated, been treated like dirt. And now, to find out he was the son of a woman with power and wealth, it felt unreal. Yet, the scars on his body, the pain of losing his job, and the memory of saving that little girl reminded him of who he truly was, not a man defined by money, but by his actions. His mother's guards urged him to come with them, to claim his place, but Armin shook his head. He looked at his mother, tears in his eyes, and said, I never saved that child for money or recognition. I did it because it was the right thing to do. If I accept this new life, it won't be because I want power, it will be because I want to use it to help people like me, the forgotten ones." His mother smiled through her tears. She had feared telling him the truth, but now she saw that the boy she raised was already the man she had always hoped he'd become. That night, Armin didn't just accept the truth about his bloodline, he embraced a purpose larger than himself.